It's the New Year episode of Humble Narcissists.
Welcome back for those who follow.
Yeah, all 5 of you. Did you have a good Christmas?
I did. I spent with your family and then my family.
That's true. We did spend Christmas together. I thought it was really nice that your mother invited me.
Yeah, since you had nowhere else to go.
Like your brother on Thanksgiving. Nowhere to go.
Right.
But now we're into New Year.
It's not quite New Year's yet, but we're getting there.
You're always so negative. Why don't you just act like this is New Year's? And we can have a good time.
I try to be positive, even though it sounds like I'm negative.
I don't think you ever try to be positive.
It's only December 27th. And if it's New Year's, it means I'm older. Because my birthday is the 30th.
3 days. What are you doing for your birthday?
I don't know yet. I know I'm off work, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
You haven't decided on anything?
Honestly, I'm to that point. I don't care what I do. I just don't want to decide.
Wow, that's so exciting.
I know.
We always decide something to do for our birthdays.
I know.
Like usually we just do dinner and you pick where we go on your birthday.
I know. I just haven't decided yet. I don't know. I'm terrible. I'm very indecisive.
Not you.
I know. But I usually do fun stuff for my birthday. So we'll see. I still have 3 days.
Do you though? Usually we celebrate.
Only have 2. I don't know math.
Anywho, we usually celebrate your birthday on New Year's Eve.
For the most part, growing up, that's what I would always do, just because I was always out of school, winter break. Half the time, people didn't even I didn't really have people come over, but I'd always throw a New Year's Eve party.
That's why I always thought your birthday was New Year's Eve.
It's the same as your grandmother's.
Again, I never really knew when hers was either. All I knew is that it was around Christmas.
You're a great person.
I try. I try so hard. I don't need to remember people's birthdays. That's why we have Facebook now. That reminds me whenever you sign in, it tells me whose birthday it is.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, I love that about Facebook. But, so, speaking of New Year's, did you have any New Year's resolutions that you tried to do this year?
I didn't. I mean, not more than the usual. I really wanted to get back into writing. I've written a little bit, but nothing too much. I know my resolution for this year is to finally get my novel edited, so it actually sounds okay.
How long has the book that you've written been written?
A long time. Stop judging me.
I'm not judging you because I always tell myself that every New Year's I'm going to do more comedy, and I have not. So I can't talk shit. I just want to know how long your book has been written.
A long time.
You don't have a timeline? You don't have nothing?
No, it was I finished it while I was still working at the K. Roger in Greenfield.
God, that has been a while.
Has been a long time.
I've never read it because I'm a good friend.
Yep.
I have a copy of it, but I've never read it because I'm a good friend. You know who has read it, though? My husband. And he thinks that it's good, well, that's a positive. He actually reads. I don't read.
You just read people.
I do read people.
How about you? Any New Year's resolutions that you had last year?
Well, my usual is to try to get up on stage, but I didn't do that this year because I am a failure. But my other one was lose weight, and let me see how that's...
Let's ask your elliptical.
Shut up, Dylan. Just because I broke the elliptical with my fat ass don't mean nothing. Why can't you be nice for once?
Just imagine that it actually can, it has human thoughts and can say shit. It's probably screaming because it's amputated a leg or some shit.
It's like, this is too much. He's too fat. I'm going down.
Oh my God. How about New Year's resolutions for this coming year? Are they going to be the same?
I would like to say that they're going to be the same, and hopefully I'll make more of a
Well, when you go and do your stand-up, can you wear a dunce hat?
Why would I do a dunce hat?
Because you're a dunce.
You are so stupid. This isn't like middle school and
where you have to wear the
1500s. Yes.
Well, you should wear the cone of shame because you didn't do any comedy last year.
That's true. You got Baldur's Gate for Christmas, or why aren't you a dwarf? I feel like that suits you the best. I don't want to
be a dwarf. I like being tall because I'm not tall in real life.
But you can make the character like yourself, Frodo.
I don't want to be. I want to be something different.
I'm just saying.
I made like 20 different characters. It's fun.
Are you gonna one of them look like Smeagol?
No.
So you running around saying my precious?
No.
But I'll probably stick to the usual. Try to do some stand up. I want to go hit up the clubs, see what it's like now before I just jump up there. But then gonna try to lose some more weight, which I have lost about 10 pounds. So I think that was primarily stress related, though.
Probably. Now
that I'm unemployed, my stress levels are down quite a bit. Like, I'm not letting shit get to me.
There you go. That's always a good thing.
It is a good thing. The only problem is that Corey, I think, still thinks that my stress levels are way up there. So he's thinking that, like, everything is getting to me. And I'm just like...
Why? You don't do shit.
Because, like, let's say... he's like, oh, will you do the dishes? And I'm like, yeah, I'll do them. He's like, I'm not trying to be mean. And it's like, I will do them. Like,
he's accustomed to you being a princess that doesn't do shit. He does the household and he does the work.
I've been putting the work.
You sit there and you do your thing and that's it.
I have been doing laundry. I've been doing laundry and dishes.
Look at you go.
I know.
I'm proud of you.
Mama raised me right.
This summer, maybe even yard work.
No, I'm not doing yard work. That is where I draw the line. I can't do that stuff.
I remember having to teach you how to use a lawnmower and it didn't stick.
No, it didn't. And I remember you trying to teach me how to do it, like to start it up and all that, but it made no sense. Like, why do I have to pump it to get it to go?
You just pull the string.
But you gotta, like, pump it.
No, you just have to, like, push the little button a couple times to feed, like, gas into it.
Yeah,
I'm assuming so.
I'll let somebody else handle that. I'm fine without doing the yard work.
Yeah, hey, I don't blame you.
Any, like, new shows that are coming out that you're looking forward to for the new year?
The new year? I mean, House of the Dragon.
Ooh, that looks like it's going to be good.
It is, because it's going to be more, like, geared towards all the fighting this time.
Well, I mean, they all pretty much die in the end. We know that.
Yeah, they said it's going to be, what, 3 seasons?
Oh, well, that's not very long.
No, it might be 4. I don't know. But it will be good. Percy Jackson came out on Disney Plus.
Yes, that was this year, though, so it doesn't count. We're doing next year.
But it's starting now, so I mean, it's still.
I think Deadpool's supposed to come out next year.
That one will be good.
I'm excited
to see what they do, because Marvel, I guess, it's like a... Marvel has like this. No one wants to deal with it anymore.
What
like
do you mean?
Superhero movies, they're on a downhill climb.
I still love all these superhero movies. I love the Marvels this year.
Marvels was really good.
This is basically just the year in recap.
But I think that was more geared towards the negative reviews before it even came out.
That's true. But then, like, a lot of people were saying that, oh, it's just fan service. But those 3 were a team in the actual comics.
Exactly.
So, like, it's not really... Yes, it is female empowerment, but at the same time, we need that.
She's a Disney princess.
Another good movie that came out this year that a lot of people had mixed reviews on was Barbie.
I know.
I loved Barbie. I thought that it was so good. And I will admit to you, I'm not too manly to say that the scene where she's given that speech about how hard women have to try, it makes me tear up a little bit. Not those dying kids on the TV, but like that speech makes me cry a little bit. Because I'm just like, it's true. You got to feel bad for women when it comes to that.
I don't know if she won any kind of awards or anything for it either.
I think they should have won all the awards.
I agree.
That was a good movie. I mean, our housewives have been great this year.
Yeah.
Freaking
so hopefully
Salt Lake
moving
and
forward
Beverly
into the
Hills.
New year, it will stay that way.
And then it cracks me up like Denise and Erica are going at it. That's fun. I want to know who makes more on OnlyFans, you or your daughter, Denise. I think that was my favorite
Denise
moment. I don't know. And she just like sits there. And then like, I love it because this whole season, which again, well, this will just be the year in review, but this whole season of Beverly Hills, Erica's like, I'm not going to fight with these ladies. And then Denise finally poked enough. And Erica was like, fine.
I don't blame her. But you know what? I would still watch a 30-minute show reoccurring week after week of Denise running from Big Pharma. just in her car, driving
Because she's
down
nuts.
the LA streets, just looking over her shoulder because Big Pharma's out to get her.
Well, you gotta love that what she said that Erica had to apologize to her for was that she brought up that
The threesomes.
Yeah, that a teenager probably already knows what it is or has had one, and it's like, Denise, your daughter's now on OnlyFans. What do you think is happening?
That's an $11.99 subscription.
Freaking what's her name? Sutton looking it up.
Hey,
that cracked me up.
She's a girl's girl. She subscribed.
She did subscribe to support her friend, and then she was like, $7 for this. That
She can
cracked
make
me
more
up.
money.
Those seasons are great. That
Like
and Salt
early
Lake has been
Denise
great.
Richards was gorgeous.
Yes, this one's just nuts.
Yes.
She kind of looks like a Who from The Grinch Back to Christmas. Doesn't she?
Yes.
Looking at her face, she looks like the Grinch. Do you have... So, let's talk more about New Year's. Do you have any type of traditions or anything like that you usually do, other than celebrating your birthday on New Year's?
The usual, I guess. I know, like, I usually keep, like, $1 in my pocket, so I am rich in the new year, which it never works.
I was going to say, that hasn't helped anybody.
I know.
Mom does that thing where she has to have actual silver of a coin, and then like she does some weird like witch ritual with it, which is supposed to bring everybody good fortune. That hasn't worked.
Like growing up, we would always do like the New Year's Day thing, like corned beef and cabbage and black-eyed peas. I've never really been a big black-eyed peas fan, but
Well, I love Where's the Love.
Yes.
What
How
about
about you? Do you have any weird traditions?
No, I am weird. I don't like, even in our early 20s, I never like to go to the bars to go celebrate New Year's.
Me either. It's chaos.
It's chaos. I don't want to deal with it.
And when you didn't hold your liquor very well in your early 20s.
Till I learned how, and then I was fine. But then like now I don't really drink at all, so it doesn't seem like fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
So my idea of like a great New Year is just sitting at home and relaxing and watching the ball drop.
It's because you're old and boring now.
I'm fine with that. I am 33 now.
Mm-hmm.
I always have to remember what year it is so that I know how old I am.
Right?
1990
That's the
and
beauty of being a
2023. So, does your family, other than like the corn cabbage and stuff, do they do anything for
Corn cabbage.
I don't know.
Beef.
Corned beef, whatever. Same thing. Corn.
Not really.
Shut up, Dylan. Anyway, do they do anything else for like to celebrate?
No, not really. How about yours?
No. My mom and dad, they would always sit there and they would celebrate, just pop open a bottle of champagne and do nothing, which is why that's what I would prefer.
Half the time my family's usually asleep before the ball drops.
That's the one night my mother stays up like till 12:30ish.
Well, yeah, because she has to be back up at like 4 a.m. to go to work.
Yeah, I think it was last year we went and celebrated with her, and the restaurant by her house did the fireworks, which was real cool because it was literally, they were shooting them off in the field right behind her house.
So she could see them.
Oh yeah, it was the best because we just sat in her backyard and watched them, and it was beautiful. I actually have a video of that.
So do you plan on stopping by your mom sometime New Year's Eve?
I would like to, because if they're doing fireworks again, I would like to go there and watch them. Are there things that you're excited for, like in your personal life, that's going to be coming up for next year?
I'm just hoping it'll be a better year than this year was.
That's positive. That's a little bit of a positive spin. Usually you're like, no, everything sucks. Like our Christmas episode, everything that we brought up, you were like, this is terrible.
I did go back and watch a couple Christmas movies, though.
Oh, look at you getting into the
I went and watched
spirit.
Black Christmas.
Wow. That's how you get into the spirit. Everybody dying. Doesn't it open with like a weird scene where like he makes Christmas cookies out of people?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I think so. I don't know.
You just watched it.
Well, did the original one do it? Because I don't think I might have
I've never
missed
seen the original. I've only seen the
remake.
Yes. So that would be the one that I would assume is the one where
I don't think he did.
Well, either way, Dylan, why are you
My
trying
memory
to
sucks.
Why are you trying to get into the Christmas spirit by watching horror movies?
Well, I watched The Family Stone too.
Kind of a sad movie too, but why don't you watch the uplifting ones?
Well, I watched all those already. I watched The Santa Claus and the Grinch.
Did you watch Rudolph?
No, I don't. I haven't watched that since I was like 5.
Oh, I love Rudolph. That's one that I watch every time I see it on TV.
Oh, back to your elliptical. That's what it made me think of, because Frosty, Family Guy, whenever you put the hat back on him and...
starts screaming.
Yes, that's what I thought your elliptical would do if he could come to life.
Probably. I mean, that was probably one of my lowest moments this year. I definitely felt really low about myself.
Was it because you're really low to the ground?
After it snapped, yeah, I was. I was shocked that I didn't fall to the floor. Gosh. So I would like to go on more walks next year. I'd like to get out of the house and just walk around.
You should.
I love being, like, a big goal for next year is hopefully we can build somewhat of a following with this and streaming and comedy. Like, get the ball rolling. That'd be nice. That's a nice goal.
You're making progress. You got your Twitch.
I do have Twitch now at Humble Narcissists, which is good.
So stream it, because I sit there and troll him.
You do troll me for like 2 seconds, and then you go back to work.
I know.
Anything in your life that you're just like, I'm done with, and I hope it goes away next year?
Well, I can't say you, because I'm stuck doing this with you.
I mean, that's fine. I'll find a replacement. First, I have to go somewhere and make a friend, and then we'll see if we mesh.
When are you going to get Anthony and Kayla on here?
I don't know. It really comes down to when or if they want to come on here, because I don't know. But I do feel like we should start bringing in like a third and see how that goes.
Yep. That would be nice.
Maybe we need a girl. Maybe that's something we can work on for the next year. Get a girl on the podcast so it's not just two homos. I'll always be the fairy, though. And I'm okay with that. Fairy, pixie, whatever you want to call me. I'm okay with it. I've been called... There is nothing you can say to me, Dylan, I haven't said to myself in the mirror at night. So I'm fine.
You know what? There's nothing I wouldn't say to your face.
I don't know. There is something that you might never say to my face.
What?
Good job.
Yeah.
Compliment.
You're a failure.
I kind of am. It feels like lately. Oh gosh. Do you think, is Miley Cyrus doing the New Year's Eve thing again?
I don't know.
That's another reason why I like to sit at home, because I like to watch that type of stuff. Like, I don't like the New Year's Rockin' Eve, but like I like the Miley Cyrus thing. I loved it when Kathy Griffin did the New Year's show.
She got canceled.
She did get canceled for a very stupid reason. And even if that causes us to get canceled, me saying that, I will stick with it.
It's okay. You're both on the no-fly list.
I was. When I changed my name because my name was too long and I was like a terrorist. So I got put on the canceled for the Patriot Act, which was always a fun phone call when you're told that your insurance shut off your insurance was shut off due to the Patriot Act. So you have to prove who you are.
True.
In order to get it turned back on.
Because I imagine they don't want you to have insurance if you're a terrorist.
I mean, even terrorists get sick, Dylan.
If you do something bad, it should get revoked. Like, if you do something bad, you don't go to heaven. I don't really believe in that stuff, but...
I was going to say, according to, like, those laws, all you got to do is say, please forgive me, and you're welcome back to the club. Welcome back, priest. But no, drag queens are the problem. Maybe we should
they're reading books.
They're reading books, and that's why they're terrible people. Shit. Maybe that's what we should do next year. Maybe we should just take a full turn and just turn this into a political podcast where we just talk shit about everything.
Oh, I was scrolling through the Twitter or X-Twitter.
X-Twitter.
Today.
It's just called X.
Have you seen like them talking about like rich billionaires making like bomb shelters under their house, like Mark Zuckerberg?
Should we do that?
I don't know.
Should we be worried
that the world is going to end? So maybe next year will be the last. Well, so get your New Year's resolutions in now.
Make it count. Make it work, people.
Because next year, when you did not exercise and I did not write my book,
and the zombies come.
Hopefully it's zombies. Well, honestly, hopefully it's a nuclear bomb, so it's instant.
But what if you're one of the unluckies and, like, you're still alive?
I'm already deformed. What can nuclear radiation do to me?
I hope I come out as an X-Man. Fly around and then get bombed.
I'm going to be like Ralph from The Simpsons.
I'm in danger. I could see that. But, I mean, Mark Zuckerberg's already crazy, though. So.
Yeah, he does. He's a little crazy.
He's nutters. Elon Musk is also nutters. So, like, if they're doing this, it also kind of worries me because it's like, what do they know?
I know.
What do they know that we don't know?
Probably a lot.
Probably. This year, something big that happened, the submarine, where they went to go see the Titanic. And
who wouldn't want to go see the Titanic
I'll
in like
pass.
an aluminum circle? Because it's not like you get down there, it's not gonna like implode or anything.
Let's go down there in one of those aluminum disposable pans from Kroger and see what happens.
They are buy two, get three free. So you can make your own.
We can use it for the material and see what happens. That's why we're going to hell. We laughed at those people for dying. Well, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
To talk more New Year's Eve stuff. Woot.
Did you just do the peace sign?
I said, no. I don't believe in peace.
Only war.
Yes.
And we're back. Do you remember all those fun TikToks, though, that was on there, where they're like, he bought a $20 controller to control the submarine? And they were like, what did you think was going to happen?
Yes.
And then my favorite was the ghosts of the Titanic the next morning when they're like, welcome.
Yes.
That was one of my favorites. That, and then, what was it? They did one with Ursula where she's singing Poor Unfortunate Souls to him.
That's a good one.
Oh, God. Good things this year. Good things this year.
What else has happened this year?
Oh, God. Well.
More school shootings.
Are we just going to keep this dark every episode, Dylan? Maybe we should be a little more uplifting.
We are uplifting.
Speaking of that.
There wasn't a school shooting today.
They're not in school right now.
Exactly.
But speaking of that, it cracked me up because that idiot, Marjorie Taylor Greene, sat there and she was like, she goes, they were talking about mass shootings, and it was some British reporter, and she goes, you guys have mass stabbings there? And she's like, yeah.
I have a stupid question. Is it her, or was it the Bobert chick who gave the handy in the Beetlejuice thing?
Let's talk about that. That was Lauren Boebert, and she went out with a Democrat that night, and she was trying to give him like a handy J in the theater.
Well, Democrats like handouts or hand jobs.
That's true. But she's the one that's all about, like, keep the drag queens away from children. And then she's at a freaking kids' play giving some guy the handy J. I did the motion, but I know that I'll get censored for that. So I quickly changed it. But she was giving the guy the handy J at the Beetlejuice concert. And then she was all bent out of shape about it.
Maybe she should read a book to children.
Well, no, because that's more dangerous than giving a guy like a handy J at a freaking theater. It's like little kids like, what's that? Go look at the drag queens. Like,
it's one of those. Look over there.
And she was like, I didn't know his political affiliation when we went on a date. And it's like, that is. I feel like that's an important thing for her that she should know. But
if she
also,
knew the political affiliation, would she have used mouth?
Probably in the theater.
It worked for Pee Wee Herman.
She had to get her hand off his, like Peter, and he had to get his hand out of her ass and be like, "We will leave."
But the real question is, did they say Beetlejuice?
That was their safe word when they knew they needed to stop. When that usher came over, he goes, "Beetlejuice!" And she was like, "Whoop, poop," and pulled the fist out.
That's when Gina Davis would come out with that weird ass face in the movie.
Yes. God.
Or they start singing that song.
But gays are the problem.
Well, we are the problem.
Not that kind of problem.
No. They have bathhouse for that.
That's true.
Not movie theaters.
And they don't let the children in those places, Lauren. If the children are around, you don't do that type of stuff. What
you do worse. You read to them.
You teach them about acceptance, you monster. How dare you?
Right.
speak on the fact that people are different. No, not in my house.
All right, what other funny things have happened?
Well, there was that. Oh, but the Marjorie Taylor Greene, she got into it with a British reporter because they were like, what are you guys going to do about all these mass school shootings? And she's like, you guys have mass stabbings. It's like, I think I have a better shot of coming out alive from a stabbing, right, Dylan? Edwards once stabbed him, and he's alive.
I deserved it, though.
Than sitting there and doing like getting shot. I think I have a better chance of survival if somebody stabs me.
If you can dodge the ball, you can dodge a bullet.
I was gonna say, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a bullet. If you can dodge a car, you can dodge a stabbing.
I couldn't dodge either one.
I know, I just have to take it and hope for the best.
See, I'm sturdy enough, I think I could destroy the knife.
Hopefully.
The bullet, I might be able to make it just reflect.
Hopefully I'm fat enough that if they stab me in the stomach, it's like, oh, they just got the fat.
Exactly.
It's like, yay!
I'd just be like, Dylan, use Harden.
Pokemon! God. You know, it's been kind of a funny year, I think.
It went really fast.
It does feel like it went super fast.
And it feels like nothing happened.
Well, looking back, it feels like nothing really happened, but I mean, surely a bunch of stuff has.
Oh, I'm sure it has.
1,000-pound sisters, Tammy and Amy, have lost a bunch of weight.
I know they're preparing for their OnlyFans.
I mean, whatever they got to do. I won't be the girl subscribing like Sutton did for Denise, but I mean, good on them. They can do whatever they want.
I refuse to subscribe for OnlyFans. There's a free way to do that.
It's called Twitter.
X.
Because they all put that shit up there anyway.
Yes.
This year, big news, Facebook launched Threads, which is their version of Twitter.
Is it even doing anything, though?
Oh, yeah. Like, a lot of people have switched over to Threads. Oh. I switched over to Threads because I think that it's better because they actually censor and take down the terrible stuff that people say. Like, you can't just go on there and be like the worst person ever.
So you haven't seen all my posts about you?
No, they've been blocking them. Thank God. They're like, well, this is hurtful. If we ever blow up and get a following, I want you to know I'm going to let you run the social medias. So you have to take out all of the negative comments and only read me the positive ones.
I'm good. I'll leave a few in there. I want to keep you humble.
There was a few podcasts where they read like their terrible reviews, so like maybe we should do that sometime and make comments.
Oh man.
But your grandma made me smile when she was like, look at my pretty pictures, because your mom put together a nice collage of the trip that they took, and it was really pretty. And then your mom, I don't think, liked that I asked if it was you that took the photos.
Well, yeah, because she's in competition with me, because she takes pictures too. Her pictures are really good, but she refused to use any of mine on her wall.
I was going to say, I can tell that they're good now, but I mean, a lot of it was like scenery pictures, and that's weirdly like what you like to do is like the scenery and make it look real good.
Because people are ugly. I don't like taking pictures of ugly people.
Is that why you never take a picture of yourself?
Yes. I was going to say, that's why the only picture of you I took with Miranda Bamford, your eyes were closed.
Shut up, Dylan.
I want you to see how ugly you were.
I took good... We went to go see Maria Bamford, who is one of my all-time favorite comics. It's her, Joan Rivers, Kathy Griffin. And we got to meet her and like take a picture with her, and I took a great picture for Dylan, and he looked happy. He did mine, and my face was like...
And the other one, her face was like that.
Yeah, and then the other one was like that. And this was before freaking Android came out with the best shot thing that they have now, where you just take a bunch and it just replaces everybody's faces with the best shot.
That would be nice.
I mean, it would have been real freaking helpful then.
Learn Photoshop.
I'm not that advanced. I'm still... Speaking of skills, something I learned this year was how to edit videos, which weirdly I am not like learning as quickly as I'd like. So like everybody keeps telling me that I need to zoom into our faces and stuff, and
will break the camera.
Probably. We like to keep our distance so the camera's like, it's not that hideous
exactly.
yet.
It's kind of like with if you don't have glasses, everything's just blurry.
But they're like, you need to zoom in, and I'm like, I don't know how. So I think I'm gonna have to like sit down and watch some YouTube videos on how to do it.
Just move the tripod closer.
Just look, I'm trying everything. At least I'm trying.
You are very trying.
What are you doing?
I learned how to do the TikTok.
Did you really?
Sort of.
Like
I
make your videos
scroll.
and no,
I don't know how to make videos. I ain't got to do those stupid little dances.
Well, you don't have to do stupid little dances.
All I do
You could
is
just do
that
funny
awkward
things.
like the guys like that sway. I don't know how to do anything else.
Like that?
Yeah.
You could do the dice roll.
I'm good.
When I was younger,
It's all smoke and mirrors.
before I was so hefty, I could do the drop it low and all that stuff. Like I could do that like out of high school when I was like 18 to 20 and
Now you're old
skinny.
and can't do shit.
I try, but then I fall over and then I have to call my life alert and be like, help, I've fallen. Because my husband's not always there to get me up.
You have Freya.
I'm talking about like weddings and things like that. I'm not taking Freya to a wedding, Dylan.
Good.
And let me tell you, that dog is an angel. Even
She
when
is.
Okay, so now that we're on the subject of my dog again, I just have to say I have never seen a dog that is as freaking gassy as my dog. And I can't switch her food because all three of them eat it. But the other day...
Probably the food.
I know, but the others don't have the same problem. And I can't just give them different stuff because Finn goes and eats everybody's food because he's fat. But she will lay there and like I'm just like watching TV and all I hear is...
I would say, have you thought about like trying a food that may work for her and then kind of integrate it to Finn and Buddy and then just switch them all over?
No, Dylan,
I'm not a vet or anything.
I'm not a doctor, but it seems like that might be the best option for you.
It just doesn't add up.
Something else that's exciting that happened this year, they opened the Taco Bell Cantina in Indianapolis. We can go get Taco Bell and get drunk.
Yeah, which says the person who doesn't drink.
Because I was looking it up, and so they put alcohol in like the freezes and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I feel like
You're like, oh my god, that sounds good.
It does sound good. That is one way that I will be okay to drink because I love those freezes.
I just like Taco Bell.
Ooh, Taco Bell is great. But anything else going on this year? Anything that you love? Anything that you hate from this year? Other than the fact that you're,
poor?
Yeah. I didn't want to say it and be
I'm used to being lower class.
lower class.
I know where my place is.
Stop being poor. I love that song. Z-Way, look her up.
I don't know. They're really... This year was just kind of meh overall. I don't know about you, but it was...
It was pretty meh. Up until I made the big life choice to try to focus on things like being creative.
I thought you were going to talk about your abortion.
No, Dylan. I'm not going to talk about that.
It's illegal now, so you can't.
We're in Indiana. Well, I don't know. I'm technically a man, so...
Are you sure?
They don't care what I do with my body. It'd be different if I were a lady.
True.
So stupid.
Give it time when religion takes over, we'll be hanging out.
Ooh, here's one for you.
Okay.
What is 3 words you would use to describe this year?
Fast. Unmemorable. Mediocre.
So it's like sex with you? Sorry, I was waiting because I was like, just give me one more, and I got you.
That's okay. You can deflect all you want.
I told you I'm married. I just lay there now. I don't gotta try. I'm like, I'm here.
As the God's gift that you are, right? God.
Hey, if you can't love yourself, that's how I feel. It's been a pretty exciting year, though, at least for me.
Okay.
It's been.
What are your? Well, you never said your 3 words.
I would say exciting, slow, and memorable.
So you just used the 3 complete opposite words that I used.
Yeah, because I didn't want you to use them against me.
Because you a lazy bitch.
Because it is memorable because I quit my job in October.
Well, that's good.
So...
What happened before October?
Stress. I told you earlier, I lost 10 pounds and I'm pretty sure it was all stress related.
Maybe if you played the crane game every day like your boss did, you would be less stressed.
But I think next year will be our year.
I hope so. I think we can.
I'm praying for it.
Well, when our 1 subscriber does, give us more subscribers.
Yeah. Show your friends, Humble Narcissists. I'm really excited for next year. I really think that it's going to be like a good one for us.
I would like to get Sue back on here.
I would love to get Sue back on. Let's...
Maybe get a couple... It'd be nice to get a couple people just so we can sit there and talk shit about everything.
That'd be fun. Things are going to be good. We're going to find possibly a 3rd co-host for the podcast. We don't
technically need a 3rd co-host, but we'll bring someone in.
I think that it would be more fun with 3.
Maybe.
That way...
I'm sorry I'm boring.
No, you're just really negative, Dillon. Like, I mean, we start from a happy standpoint, and then you go to school shootings.
Black Christmas.
Black Christmas. But I enjoy that. I just would like more followers.
I mean, we can have more followers.
Can we, though?
Hopefully. They just have to get through the first 30 seconds before they get bored.
True. Well, here's to a great year.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great new year.
It is.
We're going to make stuff happen. Like and subscribe.
We are not going to count down because it's December 27th.
And Dillon is still negative. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
To the next year. Like, subscribe, follow us.
All right. See you next week.